We're going to play Sudoku on the Super Puzzle Pack 2 on the Nintendo Switch. I can't believe I haven't played Sudoku on this channel before. I mean, I've played lots of other random games. The interface for this isn't amazing. We'll play some Sudoku, then what we'll do is we'll peek at some of the other games that are available in this collection. This game was made possible from a cartridge from the Maryland Library System. There are some weird compilation packs on the Nintendo Switch. There's like a 30 games in one. I think there's like a 50 games in one. There are a bunch of these Wii Sports crappy game collections, but I haven't really played on this channel. Some of them I think require touchscreen, which is the reason why I don't play them on this channel. Because there's no way, to my knowledge, there's no way for me to capture anything that requires a touchpad. But I can kind of make up for it by playing this way. Now, I know how to play Sudoku, so that you know how to play it. You can follow along. It's not a nonogram game. That would have been Picross, which I have played before on this channel. 81 cells in total. Inside the playing field are 9 squares, each consisting of 3x3 cells. Each horizontal row, vertical column, and square with 9 cells in it must be filled with the numbers 1 through 9, without repeating any numbers in the row, column, or square. There is no image below, but thanks. Documentation. The more cells are initially filled, the easier the game will become. So we'll do an easy-ish version of Sudoku so you can play along. Then we'll play a harder mode later. These directional buttons are tap. We're not going to tap. Oh, okay, that's cool. So I remember, because I did play this game earlier. Yeah, but there is no picture, so thanks, tutorial. So we'll play Sudoku. We'll play a medium one, because the medium ones aren't that hard. I already did the first one. We're going to redo that one from scratch, so you know how to play. Yep, we're going to start over. Okay. So ignore the timer on here. I'll just explain the basics. Let's see. So you see here on the top row, the numbers 1 through 9 appear on each square. So for instance, if I go here, you see most of the numbers are filled in, which means there is a 2, which means there's a 1, a 7, and a 9 that we need to fill in here. Now, where will the 1 go on the bottom row? Because this row is mostly filled in. Well, it can't be a 1, because if you look at this column right here, there's already a 1 in this column. Is there a 1 in this column? Yes. So the 1 has to be here, because there has to be the number 1 somewhere in this bottom row, and it's not in this column, and it's not in this column. Or there's already a 1 in this column, second line from the top, and there's already a 1 in this column, halfway through, see? So the 1 has to be here. So there you go. So now there's a 9 and a 7 that we need. Well, the 7 can't be here, because there's a 7 up here. So the 7 can't be in this, so this can't be a 7. So the 7 must be here. So we'll use the D-pad to select the 7 on the right side of the screen. And we're good. Do I have to change the settings? Well, hold on. I'll turn off the music. We'll turn it back on later when I feel like explaining myself a bit more. So this last value is a 9. Problem solved. Okay, so that's how you play Sudoku. Oh, and also, by the way, in this bottom right square right here, there are 9 tiles. There's a 2 and a 3 in here. Well, the 3, these 2 have to be a 2 and a 3. Well, the 3 can't be in this square because there's already a 3 above it in that column. So the 3 must be here, which means that last square must be a 2. So you see all 9 numbers are here inside this 3x3 square down here. So that's how you play Sudoku, kids. There's a 1 in this line. The 1 can't be here, but it could be here, so we'll worry about that later. I've played variations of this game on other platforms. I believe the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation Portable had a collection of games. I think it's called 30 in 1. It's over here somewhere. Is it called the Puzzle Game Collection? I'll pull it out if I find it, because I have it over here. But it has a version. Sorry. It has a version of Sudoku on it. Sudoku. Okay, so we'll pick out the rest of these numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need a 4, a 5, and a 6, right? Yeah, we need a 4, 5, 6. 4. Well, the 4 can't be in this row because there's a 4 over here, and it can't be here because there's a 4 in this row already. So it can't be in either of these two squares. So the 4 has to be here. Process of elimination. We need a 5 and a 6. We'll get to that later. But we're filling in the stuff we know is here. Like there's a 2. Well, for instance, there has to be a 2 in this row right here. But the 2 can't be here or here because there's already a 2 in this square in the middle, see? So the 2 has to be either here or here. But there's already a 2 in this column, in the bottom square. So we'll go down here. We'll go over here and put the 2 right there because we know it's... Whoops! Sorry. I backed out. I didn't mean to do that. So no, there's a 2 here. At least the game saved my progress. So we're going to ignore the timer. This is just how we play the game. So this will not be hard. Let's see. There's a 1. There has to be a 1 in this line. It can't be in these two squares because the bottom cell has a 1 already right here. So the 1 has to be here. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 9. The 9 can't be here, so the 9 must be here. And by the way, the selectors, the hexes on the right don't wrap from the top or the bottom, so you have to select it by holding up or down on the D-pad, which is kind of weird. But okay, there's a 5 here, so it's got to be here. In other iterations of this game that I've played on the PlayStation Portable and the PlayStation 2, you could, like, scratch in guesses. Like, if you guess that there's a 8 down here, you could scratch it in the corner and then get rid of it. Once you can scratch in numbers that you think might apply and then commit to a number by placing it in the middle of the cell. You can't do that here. So you would have to write it down on a piece of paper yourself if you wanted, but that's okay. So we'll worry about that later. I think games like Picross. I've played demos of Picross on the Nintendo Switch where I think you could like scribble in letters without you could scribble in numbers without committing to them. Then once you commit to the number, you place it on the board. So I do like stuff like that. But apparently that feature is not available here. Whoops. Oh, I accidentally pressed the Y button for a hint. Should not have done that. Okay. So ignore it. We're going to restart the game. That's how you play the game, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to exit the game. We're going to choose a hard mode now. And let's see how we do. Yeah, we'll choose hard mode. We're not scared. Yep, that's hard mode. So you know how to play Sudoku, right? So let's try a hard one. I got a 1, 2. There's a 4. Here, or here. So what can I do that's obvious? Like, for instance, there's a 9 in the bottom right cell. A 9 in the top right cell, which means there's a 9 here, or here. The middle right cell needs a 9. And it can't be here because there's already a 9 right there. So the 9 has to be either here or here. Not sure which one it is yet, so we'll come back to that. So for me, process of elimination says what numbers appear in the cells. The big, the cells that are 3 by 3. There's got to be a 1 here in the right middle cell, and it can't be here or here, so it has to be over here. Okay. How creative can I get? This is a 7 on the top center cell. Top row or bottom row. Okay. And there's a 9 that has to be... Oh, the 9 can't be there. Okay, so the 9 has to go here. Because there has to be a 9 in this top left cell. Can't be in the bottom row of the cell, and it can't be up there. So it has to be there. So that's a confirmation. Alright, so I confirm that. So there's got to be a 9. Well, we got all the 9s in the top 3 cells, so that's good. Where are the other 9s? There's got to be a 9 on the bottom 2 rows. We're not sure which one. There's the 8s are confirmed in the bottom 3 cells. So that's easy. How about the left? So how about over here? See? There's an 8 in the bottom left cell and the middle left cell. So the 8's got to be here for this top left cell. So stuff like that. Process of elimination. Let's see. So the 8s are confirmed. Is there an 8 over here? There has to be an 8 in the middle, in the center cell. Can't be bottom row. Can't be middle row, but it could be here or here. We got to find a way to fill in the center row. It's kind of ridiculous. 1 5. We got a 1 1 1. Well, what do we fill in already? Because these bold numbers are the numbers that we entered in ourselves. The gray numbers, the light gray numbers, are the ones that were given to us at the start of the match. Let's see. 888's confirmed. 9. Well, what else can we fill in down here? Like, can we do a 1? So a 1 could be here or here. What about a 2? A 2 can't be here, but it could be here or here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7. We need a 7. 7 can't be here, but it could be here or here. So we can't really move any further there. There's a 9. Can't be there. Can't be there. Oh, wait, hold on. The 9 can't be in this column, or this one, or that one, or that one. So the 9 has to be here. So stuff like that. 8. 8 can't be here. It can't be here. It can't be there, so it must be here. 7, 6, 5. Can't be there. Can't be in that column. Could be there or there. Okay. 4. Can't be there. Can't be there, so it must be here. Okay. 1, 2. How about 1? There or there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be there or there. So a 5 and a 1 go here or here. We're not sure which. Okay, we filled in most of that one. How about a 4? We already got a 4 here. Okay, just let's not jump ahead of ourselves. We got a 1. If we put a 2, can't be here, but it could be there. 1 could be there or there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 can't be there, could be there or there. Okay, so we'll come back to that. 3, 1, 9, 6. Yeah. It's not, again, it's complicating things. Can a 6 be... So there's a 6 that has to go here or here. Because we need a 6 in this column, and it can't be in this middle cell. So that's the kind of process of elimination we can do. There's a 2 that needs to go in this top right cell. It could be here or here. Alright, so what else can we do? 3. We'll pick a number that's already been used in the other cells, I would argue. Like the 7, like working the 7 in the top cell go. 7 can't go here. So working the 7 go. Can't go there, but it could go here, right? It could also go here. So a 7 could go here or here, but again, we can't put in scratch numbers. Okay, so we'll come back to that. 1, we got 2, 2. So again, we don't know where the 2 goes. 3, we need a 3 for the bottom left cell. Could go here or here. Okay, 3. Okay, so we need a 3 in the middle cell. It could go here or in the middle row. 3 has to go in the middle row. Because there's already a 3 up here and a 3 down here. So 3 must be here or here. We haven't eliminated them. Okay, so we'll come back to that. How about a 2 or a 7? No, we don't have enough. We don't have enough hints. Okay, so let's not dilly-dally too much on this. 4. Yeah, where do we see a bunch of 2s everywhere? Like, I need a number that's in 2 cells or in 2 rows. Yeah, I need to start combining here. Like, a 7 can't be here, but it could be here or here. Yeah, this always happens to me when I play hard mode. I always hit a wall because I'm not sure what number to choose next. 4, 7, 8. So if we have a row right here, how about just do the other rows? Like a 3, 4, 3, 4, 7, 8. Like, there's an 8 here. There has to be an 8 here or here, right? How about a 7? 7 could go here or here. How about an 8? Eight could be here. Yeah, the middle row screws things up, to be honest. Like, what can we do here in this middle cell? Like a 5 or a 4? Like, the 4 can't be here, and it can't be here, so it has to be here or here. We don't have enough numbers in this column to eliminate them. What's another example? Like a 3 or a 6, maybe? Yeah, I think we need to start. I wonder if we need to start filling in some of these nearly full columns or some of these nearly full cells. Like a 1. A 1 must be here or here in this cell. Or how about a 1 over here? But what can we eliminate from this middle cell, for instance? We have a 3 here. So if there were a 3 in the middle, in the center row, it would have to be here or here. We don't have enough help to eliminate that as an option. 9, 9. So a 9 has to be here or here. But again, I need to start filling in more rows. Okay. So we're going to be playing this game for 20 minutes then, I guess. Fine. Two. Yeah, I can't fill it in. 6. Like, what else can I fill in here? Can I do a 9? Or I did a 9. 9, 8, 7. 7. Yeah, that middle one is really messing me up. This center row gives me too many options I need to fill in otherwise. So let's try filling in one of these other cells, I guess. Like a 1. No, how about a 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, maybe? No. This is not enough here in this middle row for me to do. Okay. Three. Yeah, 3 could go here. Again, we need to start filling in some more. So again, I always hit this wall because I don't know what number to pick next. I can try to look for all the 1s. For example, the 1 has to be here or here, but I can't confirm. 2 could be here or here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 could be here or here. 8, 9, okay, so we're already confirmed. 8, 4, 8, 4. 4 has to be here or here. Where would the 8 go? Here or here. Not sure which one. 9 could be here or here. Yeah, it's the middle row, really. 1 and 5. So now I have to do double elimination, unfortunately, because there's a 1 and a 5 here that would need to be in this row. So I guess I can do some of the other numbers. 1, 1. Yeah. Too many gaps with too many options that I can't eliminate. 2. 2 there. 2 there. As again, it could be one or the other. 5. 5. 5. 5. Yeah. 6. 6. Could be either of those. 7. So again, there are 2 squares for every row where I could put that. 8's already confirmed. 7. Okay, first of all, there has to be a 7 in the top row. So it has to be either here or here. Oh, here we go. 7. We need a 7 in the top row. In the top row of the cell. Can't be there. It can't be in either of these two because there's already a 7 in the bottom center cell. 7 has to be here or here, and it can't be here. There's a 7 in that column. So here's your 7. There you go. Now your boy's making progress. So yeah, I had to constantly figure out which number is available, and I'm not always sure. 4, 7, 8. There's a 4. No 4 here. No 4. 4 in the middle. So it could be one of these two. 3 could be here. Hold on. 3 could be here or here. Also could be here or here. 319. How about a 1? Like, where would the 319 over here go? 3 can't go here. Could be any one of these. 9 could be there, or in the bottom too. 319, 3. Because we need a 3 in this bottom cell. It has to go one of these two places. I'm not sure which one. Could the 3 go? 3 can't be there. So it used to be a 3 here, 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 or here. So again, the 3 could be anywhere there. How about a 5? Is there a 2 here? Yeah, there needs to be a 2 in this row. And by the way, there's a 2 in this cell and a 2 in this cell. So we need a 2 over here. So that means... Okay, so if the 2 has to go here, and that means we need another number over here. 3, maybe? Okay, again, I'm overthinking things. So the 2 has to go here somewhere, which means that can't be a 2. Could it be a 1? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, in other words, this can't be a 2. Where's a 1? 9. The 9 has to go here or here. Yes, that has to be a 9. 7 can't be there. We got a 7. Hold on, we got a 7. 7, which means we need a 7. Okay, we need a 7 in the cell. This left center cell, and it can't be here. So it must be here. Boom. All the 7s confirmed. Okay, so we got a 7. We need a 7 in the bottom row, and it can't be here, so it must be here or here. Well, at least we filled in that row. What else can we fill in? We got a 6 that has to go here or here. The 6 must be here or here. But we don't know which one. That's the problem. But we're on to something. Can we do a 1? 1 must be here or here. A 5. It's not enough. 7, 7. Hold on. 7 must go here or here. I've already determined that. 8. 8 must go in the middle. 8 must go here or here. 9 must go here or here. 2. It could go in the last cell or this one. 3, 4, 5 must go here or here. 6 must go here or here. Okay, fine. How about a 1? How about a 2? Or an 8? 8's already confirmed in the bottom cells. 8, we need an 8 in the middle cell, and it has to go here or here. 8 on the left must go here or here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Could be another one of these 3 cells. 5. 6 maybe? 6. 6 could go here or here. Ooh, I'm close. Where can I put the 6? We need a 6 in the middle row, but it could go there. 9, 8. We've already confirmed there has to be an 8 there somewhere. Okay, let's see if we can fill in one of these cells then. 1. We need a 1, a 4, and a 6. No, we need a 1, a 6, and a 9. 6, 9 can't go here. 6, 9 must go here or here. So we need a 1. The 6 or the 9 can't go here, so it needs to go in one of these two. And I don't know which one. I could swap them. Which means there can't be, which means the 1 must be here, because the 1 can't be in either of these two spaces, because the 6 or the 9 have to go here in the left center cell. So that means the 1's got to be here. So that's kind of a double elimination I did. So this means the 5 has to go here for this row. Boom. Okay, so now we're getting a bit more interesting. 6 and the 9 have to go here somewhere. A 1... a 1, 1? No. You need a 1 here or here. Again, we can double eliminate numbers, knowing that 6 and the 9 have to go here. That means the other numbers have to fill in the rest of the squares in that left center cell. There are 1, a 2. You know, 1, 1. So a 1 could go here, and it could go here. So it has to be, one of these has to be a 1. We don't know which one. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3 could be here or here. 2. Yeah, 2 could be there. Any other cells that we can just completely fill in, like a 1, 2, 3 here? Because we need a 1 here or here. Just don't know which one it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Where could the 8 go? Here or here? 8 could also go here, here, here. But again, we need 1 in every cell. So there's a 9 in every cell. 1, 7. So there's a 7 that has to be here somewhere. And it has to be here or here. So if this is a 7, what's the second number? First of all, if the 7 has to be here or here, which means the 7 can't be here. We've already eliminated that, so that's fine. 1. The 1 must be here or here. There's a 1, a 7, and a 2 we have to account for. And I still can't confirm the 2. 2 must go in the row over here. Can we fill in some other numbers here? Like 1, 2, 6. 6 could go here or here. Can we eliminate this? Yeah, the 6 has to be here or here. Okay, fine. So if there's a 6 here or here, there's also a 9 that has to be here or here, too. Okay, I don't think I have enough to work with. 8, 7 confirmed. 6. 6 has to be in the middle here. Again, 6 or 9 has to be there, okay. So that means these numbers could be any other numbers. So a 6 or a 9 has to be here, which means, yeah, confirmed. So that means, well, that could mean anything. So that means there a 6 or a 9 can't be over here. So that means a 6 has to go here or here. Because one of these, the 6 or the 9 is going to determine what's going to be over here, I guess. 9 can't be here. 9, it's either here or here, depending on where it gets placed over here. So again, stuff like that. 1, 2. Again, I'm overthinking. How about a 1 over here? 1 has to be here or here. Yeah, we need a 1 here. It has to be 1 here or here, which means the other 1 has to be down here or down here. So there's a 1 here and a 1 here or here, because there has to be 1 in this cell. We got a 6 or a 9 here we can do. Yeah, I'm overthinking. Okay, so 9, 2. So I need a 2 down here or here. I don't know where the 2s are. 2 has to be over here. I'm not sure where. 6, 9. 9 has to be down here somewhere. I think I'm going to have to do some double elimination based on the cell. 1. So where would the 1 be here? Yeah, again, overthinking. 8. Can't be there. So 8 has to be here or here. Not sure which one. 4. 4 has to be there. Either of those 3. Okay, so what can we eliminate? 1 could be here, here. So 1 can be there. 2 could be any of those 3. Could be here or here. 4, 5 could be here or here. 6, 7 could be here or here. 8, 9. Okay. 2 could be there. No, it has to be here. Okay, so 2 has to be here. And that means the 2 has to be down here possibly. Because I don't know which one's supposed to be the 2. Because if the 2's here, then it has to go here. Or it could be right here. So again, I don't know. Whatever. 2 could be here or there. 2 can't be there, but it could be in any of these columns here, so you know. But there has to be a 2 here or there. Alright. No more 9s are available. I think I got all the 9s. There's a 9 over there I couldn't confirm on the... Yeah, there's also a couple of 9s in these bottom 2 rows. Nope. Yeah, the top 9s are confirmed. Need a middle 9, and it has to be over here. So if the 9, we already eliminated the 9s from those cells. 8s are confirmed for the bottom. Middle, still haven't confirmed which one of these is the 8. Can we eliminate anything else? Like a 1. Like a 1 could be any of these. A 3, a 2 could be here or here. 4 has to be in the middle. There or there. 8. 8 could be, yes, again, there are too many options. Each of the remaining numbers could be one. It could be in one of 2 squares. 7 could be here or here. So I'm stuck. 4. Yeah, there are no zeros. 1. 1. Could be one of those. Could there be a 1 over here? I mean, there has to be a 1 here, and it has to be in these cells. Too many options. 2, 3. Hold on. There has to be a 3 in this row. Could be there. Could be there. Or there. 4, 5. 6. Again. First of all, 6 can't be here. 7. 7. 7. 7. 8. 8. 8. Yeah, too many options. 4. 4. 4. 4. 5. 5. How about a 3? Yeah, 3, 9 already confirmed. 8. 8. So the 8 could be one of these. Again, which one, don't know. First of all, if there's an 8 here or here, there's got to be one in the top row anyway. So 9. Yeah. It's killing me small. 7. 6. Not enough. Because we have a 1, 3, 9. So the 6 has to be here. What do I know I can eliminate? 1, 2. 9. Yeah, 9 has to be down here, but I don't know where. 1, 2, 3. Where would the 7 go? One of those. 8. Yeah, we have all the 8s confirmed. 9. Yeah. I bet there's one number I'm just completely skipping. Like there's a 6 here and a 6 here, which means we're again 6, 9 have already been confirmed down there. That ain't the problem. Darn it. I found it. Video number 2. The 5 in this top center, this top left cell has to be, can't be in this row because there's a 5 in that row. So I got a 5 right here. That's confirmed. So we need a 1, which can't be there, so it must be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 6 has to be there to fill in the cell. So now we can be a bit more creative. Okay. So there's a 6 and a 9 right here. Which one's the 6? Or which one's the 9? Can the 6 be... First of all, can the 9 be here? Well, first of all, we have a 1 there and a 1 there. So the 1 has to be one of these two. About the 5. We need a 5 in these bottom two. Okay. We need a 9 and a 6, which needs to go here or here, depending. The 9 and the 9 has to be here or here, and if the 9 has to be here, so the 9 can be here, can't it? Because we need a 9 down here, and it could be here. It could be in these bottom rows, depending on where it is, depending on where it goes in the center row right here. How about an 8? All the 8s are confirmed. We have a 1, which has to go down here. 6. 6. Yeah, it could be in this top row too. So let's not get weird. 5, 9. 5 has to go down here, no matter what. So the 5 has to be here, which means there's a 5 that has to go here or here in this top row, which means the 5s can't be down here. Okay, but we need a 5 in the middle, so we don't know where they're gonna go. Okay, but we confirmed this, so I guess we can see if we can use this to fill in more of the rest here, like a 3, 4, 5. How about an 8? Got a 1. Could be in those 3. 2, 3. 3 could be in those 3 rows. 4, 5, 6. Can't be in this. Has to be one of those. 6, 6. Okay. 7. 7 has to be here. Could be in those 3. 8. Have we confirmed all the 8s? Okay, we can probably fill in some of these 8s. So we have 8, 1, 6. So we need a 1 in the top row. Could be here or in any of those rows. Okay, so we have 2s confirmed. What else have we confirmed? The 9s in the top cells are confirmed. 8 has not been. But what can we determine already? No 8s there, so there could be an 8 here or here. Because we need an 8 in this top left, in this top right cell. It has to be in one of these two. It has to be an 8 in this line. So it has to be here or here. Alright. Again, I'm not doing double elimination yet, so let's see what we can do. 8, 1, 6. We need a 6 here or here. So either of these two could be a 6. We need a 6 in this cell and a 6 in this cell. Okay, what else can I definitely eliminate? You already got the 1 has to be down here. 8s are confirmed. 9, again, there's a 6 or a 9 here somewhere. Don't know where. Again, we can't figure out where the 6 goes here. 8s are already confirmed. 8's confirmed. There's an 8 here in the middle cell. The 8 has to be here or here. And I can't eliminate it from here. Just a second. 2 could be... The 2 can't be here. So it has to be here or here. There's already a 2 in this. Actually, no, there isn't. Yeah, there's already a 2 in this top middle cell. So the 2 has to be here or here. Okay. 3, 4. 3. How about a 4? Yeah, it could be any of those. We need a 5, but it has to be in the middle row. Ah, hold on. 5, there has to be a 5 in here. It can't be up here. It can't be in this row, and it can't be in the third row. So it has to be here, and it can't be there. So the 5 must be here. Boom. Because it couldn't be in this middle part. So it had to be a 5 here in the top center cell. But where can the 1 be? 1 could be either of those tops. Okay. So the 5s are confirmed there. Can we go 5 here? Nope. Don't have enough. Don't have enough elimination. Okay, 6. 6 could be here or here. Can an 8 be here? Okay, 8 can't be here, and it can't be here. It can't be in this column, and it can't be in this column. So it must be here. Boom. All right, 7, 6, 6. Can't be here. Can't be in this column, so it must be in this column. See, now we're starting to fill things in a little bit. I took like a 5-10 minute break to get my head straight because I didn't want to keep going over the same stuff. Now that cleared my head a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. That must be a 4. Boop. Okay, that row's done. So now we can get more. Now we can get more fancy. 1. There should be a 5, 6. 6 has to be here or here. Let's see what else we can do here. Oh, we're here. Can we do a 7? No, can we do a 9, 8, 4? We need a 4 here or here. So the 4 has to be here or here. So 1, 3. 3 could be here, or it could be here or here. And what else do we have? 1, 2. 2 could be here or here. Can we do a 4 here? The 4 has to be here or here. Can't determine which. 5, 6, 7. Can't be there. 7 could be. 7 has to be here. There has to be a 7 in the top center. Can't be here. Just a second. So it can't be there. Could it be here? Just a second. There could be a 7 up top. I guess so it could be down here. Where will the 7 be here? Yeah, so yeah, we haven't eliminated 7 yet. 7, 2. How about a 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 there. What have we need a 4? Yeah, again, we don't know. 4's down here somewhere. No matter what, there's a 4 here somewhere. 1 there or there. Not sure which one. How about a 2? 3. Hold on. 3 could be here. Could be here or down here. We have to eliminate some things. 1, 2. First of all, what have we filled in for sure? 5, 9, 6. We use a 6. 6 could be here, here, or up here. A 6 has to be... The 6 in the top right cell has to be here or here. Not sure which. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 7. Could be one of those. 8. Could be there. So it has to be here. So again, there's too many choices there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 4. Already had that conversation. 5, 6, 7. Could be up top. Oh, 7. There's a 7 here in the cell. The 7 cannot be here. But can it be up top? Yeah, where could the 7 go? The 7 in the cell could be here or here. Could there be a 7? Yeah, there could be a 7 down here. Wherever this one goes, wherever the one here goes, is going to determine where the next one goes. I guess we got an 8, 8. 8 could be up here. Can we do any of these? Yeah, we can fill in this center row here. 1, 2. The 2 cannot be in this cell, so it must be in the middle cell. Boom. So that means the 1 must go here. Boom. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Where would the 3 go? Here or here, or possibly here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Must go here or here. 5, 6, 7. Must go here or here. 8. Must go here or here. Can we put an 8 in this row somewhere? Could go there. Could go there. Okay. What can we fill in here? 1. No, about okay, a 9. Again, 6 or a 9 here. So this has to be a 8. Okay. 7, 6, 5, 4. 4 could be there. Yeah, it can't be here. So an 8 has to be here or here. A 4 has to be... So an 8 and a 4 are here. Which means the 1 has to be... The 1 can't be here. If yeah, the 8 and the 4 must be in these two. Which means that must be a 1. No other number will fit there. So an 8 and a 4 go here no matter what. Okay. So again, we're starting to kind of fill in the gaps here. Okay, so 6, 9. I left my soda in the car. Gosh darn, I'll bring that out. It's probably flat by now. Oh well. I've got my caffeine got to me. Alright. 4 and an 8. Okay, no matter what, it's a 4 and an 8 here. So 1. Look at that. 1 can't be there. Can't be in this cell. Can't be there, so it must be here, here, or here. And it can't be in this column or in this column, so the 1 in this row must be here. Wow. Look at me go. Now I got something. A 3 in this cell cannot be here, and it can't be here, so it must be here or here. How about a 2? 2 in this cell must be here or here. 2, 3, 4, 5 in this cell must be here or here. Ah! Can't be there because there's a 5 in this row, so the 5 must be here. Okay, so 5s. The 5s are confirmed. 5s are confirmed. Haven't gotten the 5s down there. Okay, 1, 2. The 2 has to be here or here. 3 in this cell must be here or here. 4, 5, 6, 7 must be here or here. 8, 9. Okay. 7, 7 confirmed. How about 1, 2, 3 in this row? Can't be there. Can't be there. Okay. The 3 in this row can't be in this cell, and it can't be in this cell. So it must be here. Okay, so let's eliminate some more. 7 in this cell has to be in the bottom row. 1, 2. 2 has to be here or here. So it's a 2 or a 7 down here, no matter what. So invert them as needed. Okay, so the 2 or the 7 must be here somewhere. 1, 2, 2. Again, not going to get fancy about this. Okay. What else can we fill in? 6 or a 9 has to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4 must be here or here. 5, 6, 7, 8 must be here or here. 4 and an 8 must... 4, 8, invert. 6, 9, invert. Doesn't matter where they go. Okay, so that's guaranteed. 4, 8, 6, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 2 or 7 have to go here. What else can we fill in? 1, 2 must go here or here. 3. Let's go up here. 3 can't be there. Okay, here, watch this. 3 cannot be here. The 3 in this top column, 3 in the top row cannot be here. Can't be in this column. So it has to be here or here. 4 must be here or here. 5, 6, 7 must be here or here. 8 must be here or here. Okay, so what else can we definitely do? Because I'm starting to squeeze these numbers. 1, 2. The 2 in this row can be here or here. 3, 4, 5 can be here. No, it cannot be there. 5 can go here. Okay, the 5 must... 5 cannot... The 5 in this row cannot be in this column or in this column, so it must be here. Okay, 6 cannot go here, so it must go here. And that means the 2 must go here. Whoops, wrong number. Okay, hope the game doesn't ding me for that. For accidentally picking the wrong number. Okay, so that row's confirmed. Let's see. Okay, 6, 9, confirmed. The 6 in this cell cannot be in this column, so it must be here. Which means the 9 must go here. Whoops, wrong number. 9 must go here. Hit the wrong button, sorry. So that's confirmed. We got a 4 and an 8 no matter what. Let's see what else we can do. We got a 1, 7, 8 already confirmed. 9. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So you have a 1 and a 2 that must go down here somewhere. So the 1 and the 2 in this cell are right here, no matter what. So that could be a 3. The 3 can't go here, so it must be in one of these two. The 4 cannot be here, so it must be in these two, right? Yeah, because the 4 in this cell cannot be here, and it can't, so it has to be one of these two. 5 has to be in one of these two. 6, 7, 8, 9 must be in one of these two. Okay. So where can the 7 go? Haven't quite. Let me get a few things out the way. 1, 2. The 2 in this column could go in there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 could be in the first or the bottom. Could be in the first row or the last row. 7 could be in the first row or the last row. Where would the 7 be here? There has to be a 7 in this cell. There has to be a 7 in this cell. And it could be one of these two. Where's the 7 in this cell? We haven't found any of the 7s here, have we? 7 has to go here or here. Haven't determined that. 1, 2. 2 could be here or here. There's a 2 in here. Yeah, we'll have to come back to that. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. The 3 in this cell can't be... The 3 in this cell must be in this row. Boom. Confirmed. 3. Okay, so that's good. Can we do a 2? What do we need here? 1, 2, 6, 7. 6. A 2, 6, 7 must go here. 6 must go up here. 2. Okay, 2 can't be here, and it can't be in this row or this row. So it must be here. 6, 7. Could be one of those two. I had to get my sorry, the microphone's buzzing. I apologize. No. I'm on to something, though. 3. Could be here or here. 4. 4. 5, 6, 7. 8. Yeah. 9. You already confirmed. Okay. I'll have to come back to that cell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 7. 6 or 7 have to be here. Which means the 7 has to be down here. Oh, wait. 6 or 7 in this cell have to be here. Which means the 7 can't be in this... Can't be in the top 2 rows of this cell. 7 has to be here. Because it can't be on the bottom left corner of the cell. So it must be there. Yeah, process of elimination. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. 3 must go here or here. So the 7 has to be over here no matter what. Don't know which one though. So if the 7 in this row is here or here, and that means the 7 has to be here, because there has to be a 7 in this column. And the 7 can't be here, so it must be here. How you like that? Okay, how about a 2? 2 can go in either one of those. 2. Okay, there's no other number here that fits. That's got to be the 2 for that column. Okay, how about a 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. Has to be here or here. Can we do another 7 and 8? No, 7 and 8 are already confirmed. 5. Don't have enough evidence yet. Huh. Two is... Hold on. 2 can't be here or here. Must be here. 1 can't be in these 2 columns, so it must be here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's do some more elimination. 2, 1. 1 can't be in the 1 in the bottom cell. 1 in the bottom row can't be here, so it must be here or here. And there's already a 1 in this column. Boom. 1, 2, 3. There's already a 3 there, so there must be a 3. Can't be here. Could be, can't be here. 3 could be here or here. Where's the 3 in this column? Where's the 3 in this column? It's here or here. Okay, 4, 5. Well, it could be either one of those two. Okay, what else can we do? No. 7's already accounted for. Alright. I'm almost there. I know I got something. I'm making progress here. 2. Okay, the 2 in this column can't be there. Can't be in that cell. And it can't be in the top row. So it's got to be here. So that means this has to be a 7 to fill out the cell. So that cell's complete. Again, that's a 4. What is that? 4 and an 8. 7 eliminated that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 6. Okay, can't figure out the 6. 6, 7. The 7 in this column can't be there, so it's got to be up here. And that means it's a 6 down here. There's no wrapping. Fine. Probably an accessibility thing. Alright, now we're cooking. So the one on top has to be a 6. So that cell's complete too. 1, 2, 6. 2, 3. 4. Okay, we'll come back to that. No, 4. 4 must be there. There's a 4 in this cell, and it can't be in the top row, so it's got to be here. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 and an 8. No, 8. 8. 1, 2, 3. So we need a 3. We'll figure it out. Give me a second. So it's a 3 and an 8. Okay, we're getting there. There's a couple I can eliminate. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5. They're here. 4 and 5 are here. I gotta invert them. I hate when that happens. I can just either two numbers. I don't know what order they're in, but there are two numbers right here. I got a 4 and an 8 here. A 4 and a 5 here. So let's do some more elimination. We do a 3. 2, 2 confirmed. 1s are confirmed. 7s are confirmed. 6s are not. We need a 6 here or in here. Okay. 6 in this row has to be here, because it can't be in this column, so it's got to be here. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Got a 3 and a 9. No. Yeah, 3 and a 9. 9 can't be here. 9's got to be here. Boom. So that means the 3 goes there. We might finish this in 5 minutes, kids. This is a hard mode, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll come back to that, I guess. Alright. 6 are confirmed. 9. Okay, 9 in this row. Can't be here. Can't be here. 9 can't be in this column or in this column. So So for this row, the 9 is here. Let's see. So now the Naruto music's getting to me. Naruto, am I right? What's the name? Was it Toshio Masuda? I forgot who the composer was for Naruto. But I was a fan of the music they threw in the original show. Haven't heard the Shippuden music though. But the score that the artist who did Naruto's music also did Mushishi. And if you played the Ubisoft 360 Naruto game, which I also played on this channel, that music is in the game. It's sprinkled throughout the game. I think it's Toshio. Was it Toshio Masuda? I don't remember the name. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 in this row can't be here, so it must be here. Which means the 5 must be here. Nope. Yeah, 5 in this column must be here. So that's done. See, we're killing it now. 5. 5 must be here. Okay, 1, 2, 3 must be here. Okay, we're almost done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. 4. Okay, we're gonna do it now. Alright, so let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3. Must be here. Which means that must be an 8. Which means that must be a 6. Whoops, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which means that must be an 8. Bada bing. Generic anime character. How to draw manga. From the children's library. Everyone's got to start somewhere, I guess. Because it's a Japanese game. You gotta draw a Japanese character to say, congratulations. There's no leaderboard. So before we end the video, let's see what else we got. I'm curious what else they got in the Sudoku section before I end the video. There's some puzzles here, which I think are cute. There are 2 match 3 games on the top, which I think are kind of weird. Why would you have 2 match 3 games? So we got binary, whatever that even means. ZR. I'm pressing ZL and it's not working. Hold on. Just a second. Okay. Something happened? I hate to say this, the game's broken. Let's try Suguru. Yeah, it's broken. Yeah, you might have to back out. Give me a second. Let me reload the game. What do you think? What do you think? You think it might have crashed? Version 7.0 of Super Puzzle Pack 2. What happened? What were the other ones? Mobile games? Version 7.0, dog. This might. Well, I think I've seen some physical media that's like version like 2.0. Like I got No Man's Sky version 2.0 over there on my Nintendo Switch on my cartridge. Of course, it's now version 5. Is that Mindscape who worked on the old NES games like Terminator? Is that now? Is it that Mindscape? The NES Terminator game? It's probably a different Mindscape. You never know these days, though. Okay, so let's see how long it takes to load this on a freaking Switch. This has to have been a mobile game. Like I said, this has a touchscreen on it. Wouldn't be shocked. Binary. It's broken. Yeah, it's broken. Suguru. Broken. So, what do you think? Yeah, Suguru. They can be extremely challenging. They resemble Sudoku puzzles. You have a grid which is subdivided into shapes. I have to use thinking strategies. As opposed to the other kind of strategies, I guess. Yeah. Okay, but how do I actually play it? Do I have to hold on? Do I have to break out my touch screen? Because it's if this is mounted, I can't use the touch screen. Tell you what, stay with me. I gotta check on something. Okay, it came back. That's hilarious. Okay, so what did I have to do here? Let me exit out of the game. Give me a second. This is just a tease. So in binary, I'm a computer scientist by training, so obviously your boy knows the binary. Each binary puzzle is to be solved according to the rules. Each box should contain the other 1, 0, or 1. No more than 2 equal numbers immediately next to it are not allowed. Huh? Each one contains equal number of zeros and ones. Each one is unique from each. Huh. Intriguing. Have a nice game. Okay, I can't move my controller. Just a second, I gotta use the touchpad. You think? Video games. In the old days, video games never had bugs. Like the minus world in Super Mario Brothers. Or the fairy spell in Zelda 2 that would inevitably break the game if you mucked around with it in the wrong way. Okay. I don't even know what I'm doing here. He said you can't have the same number twice. And each row is unique, so you can't have the same number twice. Alright, hold on, I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button, and then I accidentally left the game. Just a second, I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, don't I? I can't just play this on my wired controller. Because I'm playing on a wired, is this a Hori controller or a Power A? It's a Power A, but it was $5, so I'm not complaining. It's more than enough to play this. Okay. So... Huh. So I have to touch the board. I can't just use the D-pad? Just a second. This is whack. Yeah, I can't just use the D-pad. So I can't use any of the buttons to change these. That sucks. Video games. Does anyone do like basic, like, I mean, how much money could it possibly cost? Yeah, we got this. Yeah, maybe I have to download a patch. So I can't play this with a controller. I have to use the touch screen. Yeah, so I need to touch the screen. Okay, whatever. Suguru. Not Subaru, but Suguru. But they can be extremely challenging. First, that resembles groups of stages. Each cell contains a digit from 1 to 5. So, for example, a 3-square shape may contain only the numbers 1, 2, and 3, and 5. Oh, okay. No same digit appears in any numbering cell, not even diagonally. I have to use thinking strategies. Like, how do I make this game work with a mouse and a controller instead of a touchscreen? Like, this is the kind of journal I wish I had made when I was younger and I was playing, like, Super Mario Brothers for the first time. I would love to know how I would have reacted to that. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this, what square are we? There's a 4. So this is yellow. It's a yellow It's a yellow piece. The numbers 1 through 4 have to be there. This doesn't seem right. Yeah, why are there 9 numbers? Ugh. I think they might have got my number here. 2. So this line here that's green on the right side, I think we need to count to 6 here. There used to be a 2. The 2 can't be in this row or this row, so it has to be here, right? Okay, I guess that's correct. So there's a 4 and there's a 4 and a 6. 6 can't be there, so it must be here. Okay. So the 4 has to go here. So this green seems to be right. Okay. So these are the 6 numbers in the green. So there's 1 through 6 in this green section here. 2. So where would the 3 go? Can't be there. Hold on. Maybe I'm just wrong about the numbers. Yeah, am I just wrong about the numbers? So, because the 2 could be here, couldn't it? Yes, not very helpful. Because they said 2 numbers can't touch, right? I'm just confused. Okay, so it's gray. Okay, so let's see what let's go back to what I was thinking earlier. I think the 2 should be here. So the 4, 6 should be, 6 can't be in this row, so it has to be here, I think. And the 4 has to go in its place, because that's the only number that's left in this, if we're counting 6 green blocks here. There shouldn't even be a 9 here at all. The square, there aren't enough squares here, right? 1, so if there's a 3, could be there. 1, so if there's a 2, it has to go here, because the 2 can't go here inside this purple, right? And 3 must go here. So if there were a 3, it would go here. If there were a 2, it would, no, you can't. Oh, there's already 2 in this row here. So now I have no idea what I'm doing. Because the 2 shouldn't go here, right? Again, I don't know if I'm doing this right. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm doing it right. Now I'm just confused. Yeah, why would there be 2 in the same row then? See, there's 2 in this row now. Now I'm all discombobulated. We'll have to come back and do this later. I'll figure it out, I suppose. We'll just sample a few more of these games. Yeah, I'm just stupid confused by that. And again, I'm willing to learn a new... I mean, Lord knows I've played, like, ridiculously complicated Japanese turn-based RPGs before. Like, I've Residence of Fate tutorials right here on this channel. But, I mean, I'm bugging out, like bugging out in a Spike Lee movie, trying to figure out what this is about. Suguru. You have a grid which divided into shapes. Each shape has 1 to 5 cells. No same digit appears in any neighboring cell. Okay. Shape has 1 to 5 cells in size. Each cell contains a number. Okay. So they can be in the same row. Okay, so there could, like, you could have the same number in the same row, in the same column, I guess. Huh. So we'll tease some of this other crap and then end the video. Just so you get an idea about how this looks. There's literally paint by numbers. Top right is a match 3 game. Top left is a match 3 game. We'll peek at that in a second. In fact, we'll sample all these. I'll show you a peek at what the puzzles do, but we're not going to spend a lot of time on the puzzles on this channel. I mean, I might do it. If I were ever to do a puzzle, it would be like what? What would I possibly talk about during a puzzle sequence? Like, how do I vamp during a puzzle game? I think this game's about building stuff, too. Instructions. Level start screen. You can buy boosters. You take up to 3 boosters with you. You can unlock by building specific buildings. That's not helpful. Choose what to build or remove. I don't have anything. Well, I can build old trash cans. I don't have any money, though, right? So let's just play, see what happens. Why am I on level 2? I think I already finished level 1. Maybe that's why. Yeah, I have a bit more money than I thought. So I can't, like, reset the game, can I? Let's just play the game dumb. So again, typical match 3. Try to match 4. You press a button. You can barely see the little border here that's flashing in the center of the screen. Press one button to choose a tile. Press the second tile with the button to swap those two. I don't know what those scissors are about. I don't know. I think if I match 4, I get a power-up, like those scissors you see right there. What do the scissors do? I have no idea. The top of the screen, we're supposed to get green flowers, so let's match the green blossoms, ASAP. I can use the D-pad. Okay, so let's match these green blossoms. So now we need to match 14. There's a shoe. There's gold on this one. Okay. Can we match any more greens? Nope. So let's just slide some down. Let me see what those scissors do. So I think it cut all the flowers in a row. So that's nice. Yeah, controls aren't particularly responsive, but consider the kind of game this is. So yeah, that's the kind of game this is. Yeah, these controls are not very responsive. It's too bad, really. So we're matching greens. No match 4s? Okay. Can we, let's do, scissors. Again, you can barely see the icon. You can barely see the cursor. Again, comp sci major. That's really annoying. Interface matters, people. I took a human-computer interaction class when I was in university, and that was one of the things I picked up on. Like, never assume people can see your cursors. Some people think that blinking cursors are aggressive. They fill you with a sense of FOMO. So apparently, there are some people will say, like, psychologically speaking, or what's the word? Psychologically speaking, blinking cursors are aggressive. And if you want people to chill, don't put blinking cursors in your programs. But personally, I would have like some kind of like rotating icon, so it's easier to see in a crowd like this. And there's a hint. There's these blinking blue borders as a hint. So there are hints. So that's nice. So you have to spend all day grazing for matches. I think you can, if you can turn the hints off, I don't know how. We've played a lot of Match 3 games on this channel, believe it or not. Of course, most of those videos were for Gems of War. Which is still, I still think that's my favorite free-to-play game. Although, Vampire Saviors is a lot of fun on the Android, but I would argue you need a controller to play that game. Got a lot of money. And I would also argue that it takes about an hour to really get a handle on how that game works. So that game could be amazing, but it takes a while to figure out how to really get into that game. Because you will die pretty quickly, and it feels kind of frustrating at first. And honestly, Gems of War is never frustrating. Unless you just go in blind and you don't pay any attention to the strategy that's somewhat there. But yeah, I think that a perfect Vampire Saviors is coming. In the next 5 years, possibly, someone's going to get it right. Here's another Match 3 game. I think right now, if it were an early act, it's a $5 game. So it's what you'd expect. It's a very good $5 game that's regularly on sale. If you buy it on Android, like if you go to the Google Play Store and get it for free, which is what I did, I'll do some videos of that game later because I do have a Chromebook we can play it on. Because that's how I did my Kingdom, what was it called? Kingdom Royal Flush, whatever. I did do a couple of Google games here. I don't do many Android games on this channel, obviously. But I do want to at least sample some of those Google Play, those Android games, to see what people's options are. Because there are, again, Gems of War is on Android. So the Android isn't a total wasteland of free-to-play crap. There are good free-to-play games on that. But there's a lot of, there's a lot of mediocrity, unfortunately. So that is disappointing. This game has fairies. Let's see. Again, I can barely see the cursor, but it's still somewhat parsable. Match 3. Press the button, then press another button to swap the two pieces. If you pick the wrong piece, just pick a piece that's nowhere near it, and then select that piece instead. And then the selected piece swaps to the one you just selected. So if you pick the wrong piece accidentally, you can just go somewhere else and pick a different piece. But if you pick two adjacent pieces, then yeah, you'll get that swap. Well, I forgot what happens if you match 4. But again, this is what you would expect. And for a lot of people, this is what they think a Switch is basically for. It's basically a bunch of tweener games. If this game costs $10, if this game costs like $5, I would buy it. Because it's nice to have Sudoku. It's nice to have another set of Sudoku, I guess. But, I mean, how many match 3 games? Why are there 2 match 3 games? Like, how many match 3 games does anyone need? I also need to match 14 green pieces. Yeah. So we'll kind of slide the greens into place eventually. So yeah, it's no Puzzle Quest. We'll see how it goes. We might do more of this later. Like, I played, what was that free game I played? I downloaded the Disney Frozen Puzzle Challenge, whatever it was called, on the PlayStation 4 a while ago. You can download it, and it stays on your PlayStation 4 for free, even if it's offline, which shocked me. Of course, there's a bit of a grind. I had a lot of fun picking that game apart. Not just because I'm an animation fan. It's nice to poke fun at Disney a little bit, but it's also one of those things where I tell myself, this game could be good, but for a free-to-play game with some grind, it's actually not terrible. But there doesn't seem to be a whole lot to it. But that's the thing. In the old days, you would buy a Game Boy and spend $20 for a game that has less depth than something like Disney's Frozen Puzzle Challenge. And I'll put my hand up and admit this. It's like I used to own a dozen Game Boy games, and most of them were crap. And the ones that weren't crap were like, games like Tumble Pop, which wasn't awful. That's a mobile game these days. And people would spend $30 on that. I mean, you're playing. It's an arcade game from like the late '80s. I mean, I don't know what people are expecting exactly. Of course, it got ported to the Game Boy, so it probably had a bit of appeal there, I suppose. And you can make your own levels in Tumble Pop, which is the reason I got it, because it seemed like a reasonably interesting puzzle action game. It's like Kirby meets Snow Brothers. This is how I would describe Tumble Pop on the Game Boy. I don't think it was good. But it was interesting, and it had a lot of content in the sense that it gave you, like 100 or so levels, and you had a level editor, but what could you really do with it? The game's mechanics weren't deep enough to make the level editing really worth it, I would argue. So that was another Match 3 game. What's the difference between the two? I have no idea. We'll sample them both later. I might do another separate video just for that. Tutorial for Pixel Artist. You see a picture. It's literally paint by numbers? What? To zoom in and out. Use the sticks, directional buttons. Okay. Choose the right color and repaint the wrong. Tap the color field according to the numbers on the squares. If you paint a square the wrong color, will flash. I hope you're not colorblind, so we're not gonna spend much time playing this. Ooh, hot seat. Letters, numbers, animals. Brush, X right, roller. We'll paint 50 random cells in the field. Oh, that's a booster. Boo, screw that. Okay, so pick a color. Oh, so I have to figure out what color it is. So, what shade of brown do you think this is? Oh, do I have to touch? I have to use a touch screen, don't I? Okay, so I press the Y button. Yeah, what shade of brown? Are we going cafe au lait brown, mocha chocolate brown, Jim Brown, Troy Brown? I guess I'm not doing this right. I can zoom in even more if I want. Oh, there we go. Okay. So do I have to choose that color? Yeah, is it constantly changing? Oh, we have to use the right stick. I guess they expect me to touch and drag. Giggity. Yeah, so it's literally paint by numbers. This is how they used to make pixel art back in the NES era, I suppose. We're not gonna play this game. Probably fairly certain we're not gonna sit here for an hour trying to play this game. Whatever. Is this even a game? Because apparently you can get it wrong. I mean, are we on a clock? Are we speed painting here? I really should use, like, more bitmap tools. Like, I'm pretty sure I can make some decent, you know, pixel art using Microsoft Paint. Oh, look at us. We are the classiest video game channel. I really should do Hiroshige. Oh, yeah. We are gonna be the classiest. Yeah, I did Hiroshige earlier. The tsunami. All right, kids. Let's see all the art majors in my audience. Pretty sure this picture will get me demonetized. What's this game rated? I didn't bring the box. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this picture will get me demonetized. Actually, okay. I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna zoom in on it to see if I can see. We're not gonna get demonetized. Ooh. A Ridley Scott movie poster. What do we got? I feel I should know this painting, but don't. Any Raphaels here? So we definitely have any Leonardo, Da Vinci's? Actually, yeah, who did? I forget. I'm an idiot. Who did The Last Supper? Yeah, that might get us demonetized too. Okay. Well, there's your Leonardo. We got Michelangelo, Leonardo. Is there a Raphael here? Where are Raphael's pictures? He's one of the... Isn't he one... What's that word? What? Like, he wasn't... I think he was a Renaissance painter. Wasn't he from a specific period of the Renaissance? Again, I'm not gonna... Okay. This is nominally an educational channel. We'll do the regular puzzle pieces. We'll do 30, whatever. Allow random pieces. So there are only 30 pieces! Okay, but guess what we got here, kids? We have a special mode here called the Edge Piece mode. So if you just want to... Whoops. So if you just want to see the... Where's the edge pieces? Oh, they're all edge pieces. Okay, never mind. So they're all edge pieces. I'm an idiot. Just a second. There is a trick to this. There we go. Might be too classy. Okay, so there are the pieces. So we'll move the... You can play with the touchscreen since we don't have one, since we're not going to use it. I thought there was a way to choose just the edge pieces. There it is. Press X. There we go. So now only the edge pieces show up. I love that. How to play. Show only the edge pieces. Show the ghost image. Drag pieces to the right places. Solve faster to gain more coins. Choose the right background for your mood. Zoom in or out. Use a hint to see a play. We don't want to cheat. In case you're wondering what the ghost image is, go over here. Just a second. Go over here, and you can see the image that you're trying to put together. So we'll do this later. But like I said, you know the normal rules, right? Hold down the piece and kind of drag it into place because you know this. You know what goes on, and the pieces don't rotate. So this is always going to be a left side piece. Literally a side piece. So you can't get it wrong by rotating the pieces in the wrong direction. And the corner pieces are always corner pieces. See? So sometimes you'll accidentally put the piece in the right place, which I think is hilarious. So you can kind of just do this by, you know, you can just do this at random. And the game will give you credit. Now let's see if we can find a corner piece like this one. Guaranteed corner piece. That's top piece. Doesn't match. So it probably slides over here somewhere. We don't know where. We'll figure it out. Bottom piece over here. See any corner pieces? Yeah, let's go to chat. Chat, do you see any corner pieces? Oh, that's right. We don't have a chat, so we'll just ignore everything you just said. We'll put this one eventually in some place. Don't know where. I don't know if those pieces attached. We'll worry about that later. Whoop, that one fits. Yep, those two fit. There's probably a way to, like, spam this to, like, get higher scores. I don't know. Okay, I'm looking for the corner piece. I want to at least find the corner pieces before I end this video. That is a corner piece, actually. I wasn't paying attention. Yep, that fits. And that's a corner piece right there. We got one more to go. So again, we're not going to spend... You can't save your progress either, which I think is terrible. Oh, well. So, like I said, if you want to do that 500 puzzle piece set, you can definitely do that. I was visiting family recently. I should have, well, depending on the circumstances, I could have done a puzzle with them. Because I think I have family members who really like puzzles. And you can do these... You can actually do these at the library these days, which I think is kind of hilarious. But you can probably... Yeah, they have puzzles at work, too, where I am. So I guess that's not... out of the question. Is that a hair piece? Yeah, it's a hair piece. You can see the crown of her head, basically. Okay, where's the last... I'm going to do the whole puzzle. I wasn't trying to do that. I'm looking for the... Yeah, I'm looking for the corner piece. That's why I chose the edge piece option, so I can find these and do them first. If you want to turn off all the helpers, you can just play the game normally without all these helper options. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Whoop, I accidentally put that one in place properly. And this is a corner piece, I think. Okay, so we got all the corner pieces. So that's how you... Whoop, wait. Fast coins. Woo! I'm the greatest puzzle player of all time. Check out my speed runs. Wait, is this saved? I guess it technically is saved. Okay, so we can only save one at a time, right? That sucks. Okay, so let's get out of here. We get the idea. I've never played a puzzle on this channel before, and now I just did. But you know what? People love cozy games. People love cozy content on the internet. Well, this is a cozy video. So I should have led with that. I'm the Black Mary Kish. Yeah. So what would my what would be my cozy name? What would my cozy name be? T'Challa Cozy Bogard? Yeah, I need a cozy alias. So all the cozy gamers know to watch my, TCB Naturals. The coziest of YouTubers. So yeah, that's the Super Puzzle Pack 2 on the Nintendo. You know what? I love the variety of games that I can play on this channel. Because I don't have to worry about patrons, like, banging me over the head so I play some weird Japanese RPG. It's probably going to get me demonetized. I don't have people saying, you suck because, you aren't doing the SEO-friendly content. Like, I don't have a face cam. I'm just playing games, and because I can just play whatever I want. I get to play stuff like this. Honestly, I like being able to play games that are available at the library like this. Because it's a free way to expose myself to games I would otherwise never play. And I get a chance to expose myself to all these other types of games that I know how to play, but I'm curious how they play out on a platform like the Switch. I'm probably not going to be able to play any fitness games on this channel. I did have a Wario Move It game a while ago that I never got a chance to play. But I need to play video games I can play while docked. So if I can't play with, like, the Joy-Cons, then it's probably not going to work. Touchscreen I've gotten touchscreen games on the Switch before. It didn't happen. It ain't going to happen. So we'll get around to some of those other... Like, I tried to play 1-2 Switch, Everybody 1-2 Switch a while ago. You need a second player, so there's no reason for me to play it on this channel. You need a second player, and you need Joy-Cons, and so there's no reason for me to even play it. There's no single-player mode. So, the Switch is probably one of the best video game consoles ever made, but there is a lot of stuff like this. So, hey, there's a lot of variety in Switch games on this console. I mean, I guess you could play games like this on the Super Nintendo. No one expects to, but you can. So I played this game I recorded this commentary specifically with my Turtle Beach headset plugged into an audio splitter into the J5 Create capture device. We're only going to do 30 frames a second for this video. Captured via USB-C to my quad-core Celeron 1 GHz Windows 10 education laptop with the camera app. Capturing this footage at 60. Like I said, we're going to cut it to 30 frames a second. This Nintendo Switch was mounted so that I can capture this HDMI footage and glorious HD content. Well, it's technically 720p, but whatever. So I guess we'll crank up the music so you get to hear the Japanese. Do you want to? Let's close out with the classy music, shall we? Let's play the classy music to end this video. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I had to cut out about maybe like 10 minutes of footage where I wasn't able to figure out what I was doing in Sudoku. But now that I've beaten a hard puzzle, you can put some respect on my name. That's all I'm saying. So let's finish up with some classic tunes. The greatest video game music of all time, one could claim.